Hello, and welcome back to Castlevania Symphony of the Night 2, the sequel. We're in the second half of the game. So it turns out that a lot of people were waiting for this part of the game. It would seem because I had some questions. I wasn't exactly sure about what was happening. I wasn't ready to believe that we had the entire castle upside down. But my friends were more than willing to clear up any confusions I had. So, welcome to the second half of the game. The Upside Down Castle, I also heard it called, like, Inverse Castle. I'm guessing Inverse Castle is probably, like, the proper name. So, yes, we have more game to play. Lots more game to play. So I cleared up some of my confusions by talking to my friends and getting dunked on, as I guess a lot of people were waiting to do. And just clear up some of the things that we could do. I'm not sure if we missed a ton of stuff in the normal castle. I do know that we didn't do that thing in the basement with the button. My friend Nathan told me how to get that because I had no idea how to hit that stupid button. Apparently our demon familiar can get that for me. And I'm glad he told me that one, because I would have never figured that one out. So I'm not sure all we missed in the normal castle. I know we missed that thing. There's probably some other things that we missed. I'm not too super worried about it. I would like to 100% the game, but if we don't, you know, we don't. We're going to do what we can. I don't know why. I was like, oh, I need to wait for this to come down so I can write it up. But we can turn into a bat. We can do whatever we want at any time, anywhere, any place. So I guess we have to go and explore the entirety of the castle again. And as we saw, ooh, Moonrod. That sounds fun. Moonrod. Oh, it'll be at the bottom because it's not sorted yet. So yes, I'm not exactly sure how we'll be tackling this rod with lunar markings. I mean, it has a moon on it. Okay, so it's just like a slower holy rod then. I guess just a rod in general. I'll use it. I like the kind of like Sailor Moon vibe it's giving me. Oh, maybe I should recolor Alucard like Sailor Moon. I mean, there'll just be a lot of red and white then at that point, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be kind of chill boys in like the most like panicky places, because it's like, oh man, there's a lot of game left. Like I haven't felt like this, like taken aback by like, oh my god, there's a lot of game left. Like since like Link to the Past, like when I played that for the first time, and you know I was going to Hyrule Castle, and I was like, man, it's really the spike mail doesn't work on that. Oh, that's a shame. Where's my walk armor? Since that's the good stuff. Oh, actually, what do I have equipped? Yes, I have I have the Mystic Pendant because I like the magic recovery on that. The Moonstone gives us a lot of points, but I like the magic recovery on Mystic Pendant, especially since we're gonna be doing a lot of exploring, so we can use Bat and Bark more efficiently. Because now that we have the dash on Bark's like super good. And we got got by the Bomberman. Is Bomberman's a Konami property, I think. They could have called that Bomberman if they wanted to, but they didn't, because they were showing some restraint. And oh man, I think it's been a hot second since I've used the backward dodge. But yes, I do want to go for 100%. I'm not looking stuff up because I'm afraid of huge spoilers, like the fact that there was a second castle. I'm glad that was like not spoiled for me. Like you guys have heard the commentary, so you heard me where I was like, oh, there's probably like a second castle. But when I was saying that, I didn't mean like, oh, you beat the we didn't make it to the Castlevania pot roast in time. I didn't mean to imply there was going to be a whole second half of the game. I thought it'd be like Legend of Zelda ass like second quest kind of deal, like, oh, here's the like remixed version of the game for people who've played it before and are good at it. But no, it's just built into the game if you do the gold and silver ring quest thing and meet Maria, and what's probably where you fight the final boss, if I had to guess, because I was really confused when we walked into that place. Oh, hey, it's one of these guys. We saw... Oh, there's two of them now. We saw one of these in the I almost wanted to say the light world, but the normal castle, I guess normal castle, inverse castle, is the nomenclature. The nomenclature? The words that we'll be using, phrases. You know, I'm not smart. Don't know how words work. This is a known fact. But yeah, we saw those cloak knights like at the very tippy top of the clock tower, where I suppose we're heading now. So it was interesting that we saw two of them just out and about. I wonder if there'll be like a more powerful version of him. Just still. Did he run? Oh, for a second I thought he just like ran away. He was just like, nah, dog, I ain't about this. I'm gone. So probably we oh, there's another one. I don't know where he was hiding. We probably won't like 100%. Well, I guess we've 100%ed the game because when we started this episode we were at 104%. But we probably won't like. Man, this dude just keeps coming back. Like, I want to see him respawn. Does he just respawn when I walk away, or is he just flying in off screen? I'm just gonna stand here for 1 second. I want to watch this guy. Okay, so nothing's happening. I walk just a little over here. Come back. No, not. Come up here. Come back. Yep, and he's back. Okay, so he just needs us to like leave the screen a little bit before he comes back. I wonder if that'll be a property of enemies and like the inverse castle, or if that's just like a special thing. I'm guessing that might be a property of the enemies here, though, because the bomber knights that we were fighting seemed to, like... I'm not sure if I was just getting a little lost in that other area, but it seemed like they were coming back pretty quickly, so I'm guessing enemies might respawn now. Oh, yeah, we got Medusa heads. It wouldn't be a clock tower without Medusa heads. I could probably put on my Mere Curious, but if we just turn into a bat and just kind of fly by, there's not much... stuff they can do to us. Oh, and salt. I would enjoy having the salt, because we haven't really gotten to utilize the salt all that well. And you know, there's a lot of stuff here. Can I do... Was that me? Did I do that? Okay, let me check my spells. No, I don't have a new spell on the list, because like all those like blades came out of me. Maybe that was the cloak knights doing that. There are a lot of cloak knights up there. So I'm not sure if there's just a crap ton of enemies in Inverse Castle, or if they like spawn in at a regular rate. It seems like there's just a lot of them. Oh, and there's gears. Oh, that's super cool the way the water was flowing up. I was actually wondering how that would work. You know, with water and stuff. If like the water would like pool to the bottom, or you know, what should be the roof of the castle, or if it would you know, like, continue to flow upwards, and it seems like it has decided to continue to flow upwards. It has done the more interesting... Well, I was gonna say the more interesting, but both are interesting in completely different ways. The water continuing to, like, flow this way, I think is visually neat and very, like, magical and ominous, and, you know, it's like, oh, shit, why is the water doing that? That's weird! But, you know, if the water had, like, pooled, like... You know, if it was acting as if gravity mattered, which, I mean, we're in an upside-down castle. What does gravity matter anymore? You know, had it, like, pulled the way water should, then it could create some, like, interesting, like, levels where it's like, you know, all of a sudden there's water where there shouldn't be water. And there we go, I heard the click. We'll have to go get the other... Ooh, nope. Oh, okay, well, we managed to avoid them. I'll have to go hit the ones over here. And, man, for some reason, the, I'm not sure if this is a common complaint or if this is just like my eyes aren't being super cool. Maybe I should go to the Mere Curious, because these Medusa heads are kind of being a problem. I mean, I guess everything's kind of being a problem right now. I've kind of... Oh, yes, the choice of, like, sprites for the... Oh my god, there's, like, 6 of them! There's 6 of them right now. I could go for a soul steal. Oh, wait, maybe that was the fairy's attack I just did. Yeah, I'm thinking that those, like, weird blue blades that came out might have been the fairy's attack. Yeah, she's doing something. Protection from stone? Oh, yeah, the fairy's, like, helping us out. Neat. Maybe because, maybe we weren't seeing it previously because she was too low level. But now that she's higher level, she can, like, kind of kick some ass with us. There we go. Listening for that click sound. Anything up there? I don't think so. But yes, the art in the clock tower for some reason just like confuses me. Like I have a real hard time like processing what's like happening here, and I was kind of stuck there. I think it was just because of the way jumping works in this game. Sometimes you can kind of start to like get into a falling animation and stay in it and don't realize, and I am now I think trying to traverse up something you can't traverse up. So I just need to hit this guy. There's so many Medusa heads. I didn't think it would take this long. I was like, oh, I'll just shut up for a second so I can concentrate on this. But then, it's taken quite a while to hit this thing. There we go. I heard it click. Oh wait, did it unclick? I think I heard it unclick. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep hitting it so we don't have to head back. There's so many damn Medusa heads. They fly in so fast. There's like just the clock tower like background and all of the art. Just it confuses my brain. Like it looks nice. It is very visually appealing, but like I think just how animated the background is with all of the moving parts and all of the gears being like color coded the same way just kind of makes me kind of question what is background, like what is wall, what we can stand on. On the plus side though, I'm starting to understand why there were some things in the castle that looked weird, like these stairs right here. Like I still don't necessarily understand why they're here, even now that we're upside down and they're usable to us. Because it's like, now we can stand on them properly, but it's not like they're doing anything for us. And I think there were a few places where there were like entryways to like a place where it'd be like on the ceiling, and I was like, oh, that's just some like weird, nice architecture. But now it's like, oh, it's because... Oh, no, I heard it unclick that time. I keep accidentally throwing the holy water. I need to get rid of the holy... Well, it's not so much the holy waters. I'm blaming the holy water, but the problem is I'm, like 8 hours into the game. I don't know how much I've played because of all the save shenanigans I've done. Not that I've done on purpose, but you guys have been watching the videos, And, my time just keeps getting better and better because I keep replaying it and knowing stuff and, don't have to dilly-dally around as much. So I think at the beginning of this episode, I was at, 5 hours, 40 minutes. Oh. Did she... Oh, she... I think she tried to cure me from stoning, but it didn't work. Not exactly sure what happened. Oh, wait, can I... Yeah, I can hit it with bat. There we go. I always forget about that bat attack, and I shouldn't forget about bat attack, because bat attack is pretty good. It gives us a ranged option that isn't always available to us. So I appreciate it, and it was very helpful, especially there. Now we can come in here and just grab some stuff. Oh, a sunstone. That sounds fun. I'm guessing it's the friend of the moonstone. Improve status after sunrise. Well, is sunrise gonna happen? Maybe there'll be a portion of the end game where the sun comes up, or maybe one of the other characters because I think Maria and Richter are both playable characters. Maria might only be playable in the Saturn version. I'm not sure. I saw some stuff when I was trying to figure out which version to play, because I'd always heard about it it's a PS1 game. And then I found out it was also on the Saturn, and apparently the Saturn version has stuff that this one doesn't, but people don't like it for some reason. I didn't want to do too much research into it, so I was just like, I'll just play this one. I don't really have a better reason than that. I probably should have looked into it a bit more. I just didn't want to spoil anything, because you might find something out that there's an entire upside down castle in the sky that you have to do once you not finish the game for not real, and I'm not exactly sure what I want to be doing, because oh, it's these guys. These guys kind of wreck my shit, but while replaying segments, I found a secret to beating them, and it turns out horse is weak to bark. I can't turn around very... Oh, no! See, horse is only weak to bark. Oh, thank God, I could really use... No, I like the axe, but I kind of want to use some alternate things. I think the secret to these guys might just be find where they kind of patrol and just stand out of their range, because it's kind of hard to contest them if you stand in front of them, because it turns out even a very powerful Dracula like Alucard doesn't stand much of a chance in a battle between trying to hit a horse with a sword whenever you're standing right in front of the horse. It doesn't go well. And you know what? I always think about it when I watch people play Let's Plays and they get fixated on killing enemies that they don't need to kill. And I just totally did it. We didn't need to kill those guys. Dragon Helm. Let's see what is up with a Dragon Helm. I'm still wearing the holy glasses. I still want to know what cat damage is. That upset me the second I saw it. Frightens enemy, lowers defense. It's not that big of a... Well, it says lowers defense, but it actually looks like it's going to raise our defense. Like, am I parsing this wrong? Like, our defense is going up when I hover over it. Like, the only stat that's going down is intelligence. Well, let's put it on. Let's see what happens. Like, is it that our defense goes down over time, or... Like, our defense still... It's 32. It went up. It's just, like, were they expecting me to be wearing better equipment than the holy glasses? Because, I mean, I imagine a pair of glasses probably doesn't offer a terrible amount of defense. But, you know, they had the... Am I going down? I can't tell if I'm going down. Okay, yeah, I was... Because of the way the background scrolls, I couldn't tell if I was traveling up or down. It was, like, freaking me out. I suppose our fairy's a good indicator if we go down, because she has that kind of descending sprite she has. Like right now, I'm not doing anything fun. I just wanted to fill in the map and make sure we're kind of, like, doing it efficiently, where I stay at, like, the top of a room and then just kind of fly back in. Because I do want to complete the map if I can. Ooh, little goodies. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. Smart Potion. Luminous. Ooh, Luminous. Is this going to be like a sword that has, like, a light element? Sword forged by elves. It's not as strong as our moon rod. But let's see what its deal is. Oh, it's one of those swords that, like, it comes out pretty quickly, but isn't all that, like... Well, I was going to say not all that powerful, but it's still a strong sword. It's just not as big boys as our moon rod. And I'm definitely going back to the moon rod. Wait, is there a way we could have gone that I didn't? Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's this, like the third, whichever way you want to call it, this, like, opening segment of the clock tower that I'm going back to my moon rod. I love the little, like, Sailor Moon rod. Hell yeah, I want to beat the shit out of people with it. I just saw, like, the exit was like, yes, I am out of here, but I forgot, you know, we have this entire segment to go up. So returning to that point that I kept trying to bring up earlier, we probably won't complete the game, because there's lots of, you know, little hidden nooks and crannies. I'm sure there's plenty of, like, health ups and junk I missed, you know, scattered about Castle Dracula. But I do want to try and get complete the map, and I guess if I complete the map, I will more than likely complete, you know, the game. Because I'm trying to think, like, whenever I was doing that kind of, like, victory lap of the castle before, you know, our life got flipped upside down. You know, that's a cool reference for you guys, that show that, like, literally everybody loves. You know, it's a cool hot reference from the show that I've never met a person who dislikes Fresh Prince. So I don't want you guys to think I'm talking shit about it, because it is a show I very much so liked. It was definitely one of the better like it's a sitcom. I think technically, I don't know. I'm not good at genre definitions and stuff. I went through and tried to define my genres for, like, my music, like, collection, because a lot of them are set wrong or have things that I don't like them being set as. And I gave up very quickly. I was like, this is not worth my time. I do not care about this. Okay, yeah, we've been pretty thorough. I think we went through all of the clock tower. Yeah, we probably don't need to explore all of Castle. Oh my god, I was gonna make a joke. I was like, oh, it's upside down Castle Dracula. I'll say Dracula backwards, and then for some reason I was like, oh my god, this is Alucard's castle. This is where he stay. He stay here. This he home. No, actually, wait, no, hold up. I do want to save just in case I die. I was like, no, saving's fake and real, or fake and real. That's fake and not. I don't know. Okay, so to put it to bed, I figured out my stupid save thing. I had one last tussle with it last episode. to give you guys a complete rundown of what happened. So, whenever I started, before the Let's Play started, I went and made sure, like, the emulation worked and things ran fine. So I went and... That skull's just chilling. I don't need to kill him yet. I want to see what's up with the elevator, if we could hit it or anything. I am going to hit the skull, though. Stone skull. Doesn't look like I'm doing any damage to it. What if I throw some holy water on it? Nah, this dude's good. What if I hit him with, like, light magic? Nah, bro's just chilling. I don't know if we have anything that's, like, particular, like, hey, this will mess up rocks. Like, I mean, we have, like, our unstone or whatever it's called. We throw an iron ball at it. See how that goes. I probably don't need to bother with this stone skull, but I wanted, you know, I'm interested. Let's see. What if I hit it with my Morning Star? Morning Star's basically a weird hand. Nope, it's not doing anything. Back to Sailor Moon. You've won the day today, Stone Skull. But when I was setting up the emulator and making sure everything worked and trying to get the pixels as square as I could and making sure the sound was fine, which then what turned out not to be fine, because the sound problems was just like I had to mess around with the sound settings a little bit. Like, for some reason, one setting, there's two settings that work, but when you set them the first time, they for some reason make the sound clip, and I have no clue why, but if you switch back, it's fine. So then that's how I solved that, and that dude is still, hang in there, baby. You know, like the cat posters. So that was a sound problem taken care of. How does this work? I stand here and now it lifts me up to the wall. Okay, that's very cute. I don't particularly want to. Oh, because we don't have a warp opened, it can't warp us anywhere. So I think the first time we found the warp, it warped us to the one near the entrance, even though we had never been there. I think that's the way that worked out. I can't exactly remember. So that was the history of the sound problems of this Let's Play. Now what is this guy? Jacko Bones! Is he just like a Pumpkin Bones? Is that what his deal is? Is that like his cool thing that he's into? Oh no, they're like jacks, like the toy. Interesting. Okay. Let's like bat fire them. Because it's like, okay, no, actually they're now getting a range for my Sailor Moon wand. But the save, so when I was setting up the thing, I realized that save states didn't work, which kind of had me worried, because I was like, oh, if there's a problem with saves or whatever, that could cause trouble, and as you have seen, it has. The problem with the save states were, whenever I make a save state, all of the visuals go black. And the same thing happens when I load a save state as well. So it was like, oh, well, this is just a no-go, like, I can't use this. And I had no idea how saving would work, so I just kind of banked on that working. And then it turns out, for some reason, like, the memory card files will update, but they won't persist. And I have no idea why that is. So then I started, like, copying the memory card files into, like, a separate folder so I could, like, pull them out and get their save off them, but for some reason, just the save doesn't stick. And then I tried copying them... what did I try next? I tried copying the actual save file off the memory card onto another memory card to see if that made a difference. And I know we just walked all the way up here, but I want to use the elevator now. I just wanted to kind of make our way down here. But I want to see what happens when we use the elevator in reverse. Just want to make sure I wouldn't miss anything. Oh, the elevator doesn't work? Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know. But yeah, for some reason, I was copying the save files off, but then it was kind of the same thing as when I would copy the memory card in full. Now, what actually works is if I go to a save room, and if I decline overwriting a save, and if you decline overwriting a save, it instead goes to like, oh, do you want to save in slot 1 or slot 2? If I save in slot 2, and then I copy that file off the memory card, that will persist. I have... What? Shmoo? What the hell is a shmoo? I need to shield... Oh, well, shielding up isn't useful against the claws here. Okay, so shmoo's a lion man... No, this is the Shmoo. The Shmoo's the bag. The Shmoo's the bag. What's the Lion Man? Okay, well that's... I could have guessed that one. He's Lion. I need to make better use of my shield and my back dodge. It seems like I can get one down at a time, but not both. Oop, he knocked me straight out the room. This Scarecrow enemy rules. I wouldn't exactly say it's a Scarecrow, as much as it's a man on a very long stick. It didn't look particularly Scarecrow-y to me, but he rules regardless. Let's back up. So yes, saves should be fine for now. Now that we're like at the end of the game, I don't know how long. Oh, we can pass through his bottom stick thing. We don't really have much to worry from these Scarecrow guys, unless they have some weird attack that I should be scared of, which I hope they don't. They seem like fine fellows to me. Go ahead and just jump this. And I'm digging this like upside down library music. It's kind of chill. Let's go ahead and I need to get off the entrance because the Shmoos can knock me out. There we go. Well, not knock me. You guys get it. You know. Oh, I don't want to know what that is just yet. I need to kill these Shmoos before I aggro whatever the hell that thing is. So yeah, saves should be fine, although it probably won't matter. It's the 10-man. Okay, well, that's why. Okay, I get it. I don't know what a Shmoo is. I'm not gonna pretend that I get what a Shmoo is in reference to, you know, oh my god, what is this stupid movie called? The Wizard of Oz. For some reason, I hit Alice in Wonderland. It was like, no, it's not Wonderland, but I couldn't get to Oz for some reason. But yeah, I don't know if a Shmoo is also Oz thing. 'Cause I haven't messed around with Wizard of Oz in quite some time. And by quite some time, I actually mean I think I had to do a thing for it during college, but yeah, that's gone. I don't remember things. I barely remember yesterday, and unfortunately, we don't have an inverse librarian, so we're going to have to continue without our good friend, the master. Why? I'm not even going to pretend that I can get. I'm not even going to pretend that I can figure out what librarian is upside down without writing it down, because I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you guys like that. My brain just that dog ain't gonna hunt. And I suppose, yeah, we can go ahead and check out what's happening in these parts of the library before we go back and kind of explore around the standard parts. Is this like a? There's something about this wall? No, it's not a funny wall. None of these walls are funny to you. It's strange the walls that she will comment on, because there's like plenty of walls that you can like hit open and just find garbage in. Well, I say garbage, but you know, just like oh, here's a potion, or you know, something like that. What's that? Oh, the Shmoo came up from behind. I was too focused on the Tin Man, and the Shmoo got me. Oops. Well, let's. Oh, thank you. That's actually very helpful. I was like, maybe I should heal, but nah. The fairy got us. Thank you, fairy. Let's deal with these stupid Shmoos. God, I love that the Tin Men just fall apart. It's very good. I don't remember what I was saying. Something about Master Librarian. I can't get library backwards. I was in college at one point. Back to Lions. Let's back up. Shmoos aren't like what the flying monkeys are called, are they? I don't think so. Like, I assume that the design would be more monkey-like if that were the deal. Man, what? Actually, I'm not 100% sure that we actually did something with Wizard of Oz in college. I think we had talked about it for my literature class, but oh, that's why. Okay, so this is completely off topic, but we're in an upside down castle that we've kind of already explored, just filling in map squares. So hey, we're gonna talk about some stuff. How was your day? Unfortunately, you can't answer that, so you're gonna hear how my day was circa 5 years ago. When I had to take a literature class in college, I wasn't too stoked about it, because I was like, you know, a lot of the literature classes at my school, because the school I was going to at the time, because I went to 4 different colleges. I bounced around a lot. My major stayed the same. I just went to a lot of different schools. I mean, 2 of them were community colleges to fill out, the basic things. But you know, whatever. Not the point. I wasn't excited because a lot of the literature classes were at my school were like, oh, this teacher sucks. Oh, this is bad. there were a lot of high ratings for like the British literature where they were like, we just read Harry Potter and the junk like that. So those sounded neat, but there was an offering at my school that like really caught my attention, and it was literature of opera, which turned out to rule. Like God, what? I don't remember all the books we did, but we did like the books that like Cats and what was it? What was that stupid thing called? Carmen. Carmen? I think Carmen's the name of the opera. Yeah, it was with the Toreador song. I think it's Carmen. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while. But we hit a point where our professor was like, we were talking about like, hey, is there anything you guys would be interested in? And it very quickly became less of literature of opera and more, hey, if there's just a musical you guys are interested in, we could check that out. Because I remember at the beginning of the class, I think the Les Mis movie had recently come out, so a lot of people were like, we want to read Les Mis, and my teacher was like, oh, no you don't. The book is very long. We can do it if you want, but I don't think you guys want to do it. So we didn't. But we ended up watching Wizard of Oz at one point. I don't remember why, but it came up. I was like, let's do Wizard of Oz, even though there's not a terrible amount of songs in there. Like there's a few, but I wouldn't necessarily think of Wizard of Oz as a musical. But also it's been a couple years, and I've had some very stressful classes in between then that have like completely and forever changed who I am. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to recover from Cal 2 and Cal 3. Like, it's... Oof. But that's not important. We've talked about Wizard of Oz, which is the entire reason I started saying all that garbage about me being in college. I need to find a better way to fight these guys. I think the secret is I need to back my ass up a little better. It's kind of strange. This is something I think about in games a lot, the way games telegraph attacks. Because lots of games have multiple ways of, guarding yourself, whether it be a dodge or it be a block. And it's kind of weird, because a lot of games don't show you what can be dodged and what can be blocked. Like, they don't, like, telegraph that all that well. So sometimes it's kind of a guess. Like I love the Dark Soul. But, a lot of, like, Dark Souls things, it's like, the kind of, should I dodge this or should I block this, is kind of very, I want to say it's arbitrary, but it's like, if someone's swinging at you with a really, really big thing, it's like, well, blocking that's probably not a great idea. Like, sometimes they'll just smash right straight through your defense. I mean, it typically doesn't work like that. I think that gets changed between 1 and 2. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird, because sometimes they'll be like, oh, this bladed weapon or whatever, like, cuts through your shield or something. And that's not really telegraphed, through, like, any way other than you look at the thing and think, oh, maybe that blade will cut through my sword, or cut through my shield, I mean. But, like, in some games, like, and by some games, I basically mean exclusively, like, Platinum games, there's, like, a lot of, like tells or, like, things for, like, oh, this can be blocked, this can be dodged. Although, like, what I'm thinking of is basic. No, that's the wrong button. I never use Mist. I should use Mist more, especially now that we have Power of Mist, and I imagine that's a sweet dodge. What is this? Starolite? Is this just a Selly? Is this just a Selly boy? Strengthens Power of Cross. Well, all right. If we ever find a cross, we can now use the Starolite to strengthen Power of Cross. This actually might be a little faster than Bat. Not 100% sure. I'll have to test its applications in battle, because that could be like the ultimate dodge, because it's just you become Mist. It'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, it's difficult in games, because sometimes it's like, you think of like a Platinum games where there's like so many like tells and stuff for like the action, because there's so much action and stuff happening on screen that they have to add in like additional tells, like specifically like with like Nier Automata, like where like basically all of the enemies like eyes flash red before they'll attack, and then you fight like like machine enemies, and then all of a sudden their eyes don't flash. Like, uh-oh, I was leaning on that flash way too much. And then like with Bayonetta, like a lot of attacks just have a lot of like wind up or like unique audio cues for the attacks. But I'm trying to think of like in Bayonetta, I don't think there's a block. I think it's all dodging. But it's been a couple years. I haven't touched a Bayonetta since Bayonetta 2 originally came out. Just 'cause, I haven't really had the time to go back and play it, even though it's on the Switch. It being on the Switch doesn't it makes it easier to play, but much more accessible for me to play. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, I do not have the time to play all of Bayonetta 2 again, even though Bayonetta 2 might be the best Platinum game. It probably is. Oh, you know what? This would be a good time to test Mist. Let's see. Yeah, Mist is just the best dodge. You can just be like, dude, I don't want to fight enemies today. I'm not feeling it. Man, if I could do a little Soul Steal right now, I would really appreciate that. But I always get Fireball. Like, Fireball's... I can remember the control for Fireball for... No, that's Dark Metamorphosis. If these fools don't have blood, we won't be getting any health back from them. Lions should have blood, though. Right? No? Does Dark Metamorphosis not give us like a vampire effect? I'm not exactly sure how you get that vampire effect. Maybe these lions just don't have blood in them. Maybe they're just those famous bloodless lions that roam the savannah? I think lions go on the savannah? I don't know. They go in the Pride Rock Disney. That's where lions come from. They come from the Pride Rock Disney. And for some reason I thought I could like beat this lion in a damage race. Uncurse. Am I back by the inch? No. We still have a few more squares. So we can just continue onwards. I probably don't need to bother with fighting all these enemies. And we could probably like cut around, to be honest. Like, I doubt a lot of these places are too particularly interesting. Like, there's some like cool as hell enemies. Oh, she's healing me. Thank you. Oh, she gave me protection from dark. Oh, that must be like their attack element. Like we've picked up a lot of those like protection from blank potions that I will never use myself. That's the kind of person I tend to be when I play games. I don't use items. It was funny because like when I was a kid, it was like that kind of like, no, I might need it later kind of like mentality. Although I would also I would hoard them up until like it was. You know what? I'm coming for you. Yeah. Be afraid of the mist cloud. I say as I land straight on him. I thought he was going to back up more. I would use items as needed, but then, it would be like, oh, I got to save the really good ones for later, and then you end up never using them. You've heard plenty of people talk about that. But then it just hit a point where it's like, no, I don't want to use the items. Items are baby mode. I don't need items. And a lot of it too is not even like, oh, I'm too good to use items. It just ends up being like a lot of them are real, like situational, like an enemy would really, really have to be kicking my ass for me to be fighting a fire enemy. Is this? Oh, this leads us out of here. Actually, this wasn't what I thought it was. Oh no, this is the area that loops around. I don't think this is the hallway with the hallway with the eye. That's actually a thing I'd forgotten about. Oh man, his like little bone was actually hitting me. That sucked. Be careful about the little. Can I? No, the skull just persists. Nothing I can do about our skull, friend. Man, how am I supposed to hit? Do I just need a longer range weapon? Oh no. Okay, he'll throw his bone. He'll throw his bone. He'll leave himself exposed. Just gotta wait for that moment. But yeah, an enemy would have to be really kicking my ass for me to like just stop and think like, oh, I should use my fire resistance potion against this fire enemy. Like once again going back to the Dark Soul. When I would fight like an enemy and like oh this fire demon or whatever is really kicking my ass. The one from Dark Souls 3, not the one from Dark Souls 1. I would go and like equip all my like fire resistant armor, but I would never think, oh, I should also like slam some like fire mud that I put on me that makes the fire hurt less. And then I would switch back to my fashion of choice at the end of the year. Oh wait, we fought a doppelganger here before. Oh, I got excited. I was like, oh man, are we gonna fight a more powerful doppelganger? There's just a man with a hammer in here. I guess we'll see what man with hammer wants. The creature. Oh, is this supposed to be like a Frankenstein's monster kind of deal? And see, I called it Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. But you know, who really cares? You know, who cares? Real people know that the real monster was Frankenstein. You know, who cares? You call it a Frankenstein. Language is difficult. You know, if people find a nice shorthand for things that people accept and works, and it doesn't like hurt anybody, like who cares if you call the Frankenstein's monster the Frankenstein? Who cares if, you know, it's all good in the hood. And I say this, like, this isn't something I should be getting upset about, but I always get upset about myself about this, about Wario. His name's Wario, like, you're supposed to, like, emphasize a wa, but I always say war, like the bad stuff. And it's like, that's not how you say it, but my pronunciations are so lazy. And I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's my Texas accent? I'm just guessing that I pronounce things lazily and my brain just can't compensate. So yes, we're killing Frankenstein. Frankenstein is dead. I'm sorry. You were a lovely creature. You didn't deserve what happened to you. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're after Dracula stuff now. Well, that was interesting. Like, oh man, what kind of enemies actually are we going to be facing for these bosses? Because we fought a big bat for the first one. We fought Frankenstein. Don't at me. Are we going to be fighting, like, classic movie monsters? Is that, like, what the deal is? Like, are we about to fight, like, Wolfman next? Did I, like, come in here and not see this? Or is my brain not working? Did I just, like, come in here and immediately go this way? I'm guessing that's the case. That's probably the case. Yeah, because I'm trying to think about what enemies we still have to face. Like, I said that, but the only thing is like, what other like Castlevania enemies do I know about? And the only one I can think of is Death. So I'm guessing we'll face Death in here at some point. I was honestly actually getting really that skeleton just fired a laser beam from his crotch. Cool. But yeah, all I can really think of is Death. But Dim Sum set that's Dim Sum's like those are like buns, right? I think those are like, yeah, Dim Sum. I'm pretty sure those are like buns. I think they're Chinese, but I wouldn't like bet any money on that because I don't know. I don't think I've actually ever had dim sum. Now that I think about it, I don't know. I'll eat any food, so it really doesn't matter. I don't know why I let myself get hung up on Nova Skeleton. That's a cool name. I don't know why I let myself get hung up on not knowing if I've eaten dim sum before. Because I probably have. I've eaten a lot of stuff. But I'm kind of disappointed now that we've seen or not. We haven't seen. I was going to say we've seen Dracula. We haven't actually seen Dracula. We don't know what he's up to. I think I actually already have a Shotel. Let me see. Shotel. No, we don't have a Shotel. For some reason, I thought we had a Shotel. Oh man, that thing hurts. Abyssian curved sword. Oh, that's neat. Let's use this for a little bit. Cool, why not? We went from like Sailor Moon's like magic wand to like Sailor Moon's like shank, because it's curved like the Sailor Moon. But yes, I'm a little disappointed now that we're in like the second half of the game and there's much more opportunity, or there's more opportunity for more boss fights. Meaning that we probably won't see Death and oh yeah, this upside down room. I completely or not upside down. The room wasn't upside down when we came the first time, but this like hanging room, that was the phrase I'm looking for. I completely forgot about this area actually. So I guess we can see what's up with it now. Now it's upside down. But yes, I thought we would see Dracula and Death like come together to like beat up, their angsty teenage son, and I was getting really excited for that. But it seems my excitement it was too soon. Fairy's not saying anything about this area, so I'm guessing it's just like a cool set piece. Oh, you know what? Actually, we probably could have run into Maria in like some of these other rooms. Like, I bet she like hung out in places that I didn't see her in, just because of like maybe the order I played the game in, or maybe they expect you, or not expect you to, but if you play it in a different order, like you could probably meet Maria in there at some point. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. I don't know, just because that room seems kind of useless. Like there might have been like a health up in there when we explored it the first time, and I think we've been going for a while. But I like we've beaten a boss in this episode. Oh hey, there's plants here, just like there were like the big the plants that got you stoned when we came through here the first time. Sorry for the obnoxious joke. And actually, I don't see the eye in the background. I'm looking out for that eye. I got my eye on you, eye. But yeah, I don't really know what to do with these episodes. Like, I guess we'll just explore till it feels right to stop. So I don't know how long this episode is for you guys, and I'm sorry if it's gonna get unethically long, because I'm really interested in this. Like, it's cool that they've kind of, like, I did a victory lap of the castle, and I say victory lap, but I didn't actually go through the entire castle. I just went and checked out all of the things I could remember. So maybe that's not really a victory lap, but it's interesting that the Inverse Castle seems to have a built-in victory lap for it, where it's like, hey, just go back through and like see the place upside down now. I really need to use the holy water more. So I think this is really cool, and I appreciate this. It's neat. Oh my god, I saw those things in there, and I was like, that looks like something, but it's just like a Legend of Zelda-ass blade trap. Can I kill it? Let's see, let's set it off. Let's get behind it. No, it does not seem I can kill it. Yeah, had to check. Oh, just one of these. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting that this feels more like a victory lap, because it's like, they didn't have to change, like I think there's some music in here that we didn't hear in the other area. Either that, or, excuse me. I think there's some music that we didn't hear in the normal castle. Either that, or they've just mixed it up and are using different areas' music, so it sounds like it's new music, even though it might not actually be new music. Yeah, I mean, thank you. I was just thinking, like, I kind of hope she didn't heal me, because I think we're close to a save point. Oh, I walked down there without using my eyeballs. I should use my eyeballs. Is this just a library card? Meal ticket. Interesting. I say interesting like I don't know exactly that I'm just going to get a random food item when I use that. We went over that before. But yes, this is kind of cool. Like, this seems like a super, like, easy way to kind of, like, add some, like, link to your game in a way that players appreciate. Like, oh, we'll just make them go through the entire thing upside down. Like, there's definitely more to it than that. Like I think, like, the areas, like, have the backgrounds are different. Like, I remember this area being a bit redder than it was. Maybe I'm just thinking of the castle entrance and not this place in particular. I'm trying to think where the nearest save is. I think the nearest save is actually down this way. Just so we can kind of get, like, a checkpoint. I'm not sure if we'll explore this area down here just yet. We can go ahead and get the... Oh, I was going to say the warp down here, but there isn't... Oh, the warp down here is, like, super down here, I guess. I mean, I guess we could still grab it, and it'll be useful when we decide to come back here. Maybe we should do this part. I don't know. I'm just kind of wandering around. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much more than that. Yeah, this seems like a neat way to kind of pad out, not pad like in a bad way, but just add some more, like, add an extra thing, like, oh my god, it's the entire castle upside down, like you kind of got me, like, in disbelief in the last episode, and then you get to add some more stuff. You kind of get to hit players with something that they don't expect, and it's cool and good, and you get to reuse a lot of assets, even if you have to make some, like, new ones for it. Like, we're seeing, like, all new enemies. New bosses. I think a lot of the backgrounds have been remixed too. Like, a lot of them just seem like they have, like, a different, like, color filter over it. Oh, cross. Nice. We can... I said... That poor holy water, I haven't really used it, but, whatever. We got that thing that makes our cross stronger, so we might as well roll with it. So yeah, I don't know. Things have been kind of scattered. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but things are a bit scattered. I mean, I'm generally a bit scatterbrained. If you've watched any of my Let's Plays, I kind of move from point to point and just try to do my best to not forget what I'm saying. I feel like I've been particularly bad about it with this Let's Play because I keep getting like sidetracked by things that interest me, and there's just a lot of points like kind of going through my head at the same time. Like I had mentioned earlier, I was talking about like I don't know if I've missed anything in the normal castle other than like we never did anything with the eye balloon pod. Oh, I was gonna say I wouldn't exactly call that a balloon pod. Oh, poison. I reacted to being poisoned 2 different ways because I was like, oh no, I'm poisoned, and then she healed me, and I was like, oh, I guess that's fine. Because I was just thinking maybe I should equip my thing that stops me from being poisoned. Maybe I should just leave these guys alone. Maybe that'd be the easiest way to deal with them. Hopefully just bumping into them unpop doesn't poison you. But see, like I was saying, I get easily distracted. I'm not sure all I missed in the normal castle, and hopefully it's not too much. But we can go back to the normal castle, because I was a bit worried about that. Like, oh, man, if there's anything cool that I missed in the other castle. For a second, oh, wait, no, we have Mist. I keep forgetting. Well, it looks like we can squeeze by with that, but I need to remember Mist. Mist is an asset that basically any asset I can use to protect myself, I am not utilizing, and it's bad. We can go back to the normal castle, and we'll probably do that, because I am interested what's back in that area, because that's the only like big potential area that I think we missed. Not sure if the eye is just window dressing, or something to be eye catching, or if it's if it's a thing. Because I'm guessing it's a thing, like something to say like, hey, you can come out here. Because like the castle had plenty of blank space on it, and it was so funny because I think I had started talking about it in a previous episode. It might have been the last one, where I was like, oh, maybe I should go look at like the map of this game, like the that's not the button I wanted to hit. That was actually an accident. That wasn't like my brain thought I should push the bark button instead of the map button. Like this map, like, oh, I should go find this, like, and just see if there's like any big areas I've missed. But I'm glad I didn't, because I assume if I would have done that, that would have been like, here's map for Upside Down Castle, and then I would have been like, although my brain might have just been like, oh yes, Upside Down Castle. That is second adventure, cool. But then it would have been less surprising for me when we got to Upside Down Castle. Because, for a hot second, I was just like, oh yeah, okay, the end, when the castle in the sky showed up, I was like, okay, that's the end game area. And then we got in here, and I was like, oh, that's cute, the end game area will be, this area of the castle just upside down. And then it just kept going. Like, we didn't go for very far in it in the last episode, but we hit that boss, and then it dawned on me like, oh my god, this is more than an end game area. This is a victory lap. And I'm glad I hit the phrase victory lap, and I probably used it a few too many times this episode, but I feel like that might be a good way to describe this, because this is just a really like it's like this is probably too base a comparison, but like mirror mode in Mario Kart, where it's just something a little different to change it up. Although this definitely has more work put into it than mirror mode and Mario Kart does. But I feel it's an apt comparison. And let's go ahead and come to the left before we go all the way right, because we can hit the we can come and check out the Upside Down Destiny room. We can see what's up with where the succubi was. This is just a save. The succubi is upstairs. Before we go upstairs, I guess we'll check out what's down here, and I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case anything bad happens down here. Oh, there's also the skillet worm. Like, damn, there's like 2 bosses like right next to each other down here. I said skillet worm, like the worm is the real part of the boss fight. Like, we know better. We got this game has a lot of like gotcha moments, and I really appreciate that. I was thinking about like saving this for like the credits, but we have a lot to talk about. Well, I said we have a lot to talk about, like I have like some points, but we have a lot of game to play. Oh, what the hell is this thing? Blue Venus weed. Oh, she's like Yoko Karamaing us, but she does the blue rose instead of the red one. So let's go ahead and hit her with let's hit her with upgraded cross. Yeah, upgraded cross is very good. Cool. I mean, oh, does it always flash like that? Man, that was all. Oh yeah, you can't become bat in the. Oh, you can't become bat in the water. Can we become mist? No, we get unmissed. This will be interesting. I'm not sure if there'll be any like big portions that we have to explore that we can't get to. Like there was nothing up here. There's no reason. But I think there's some more stuff off to the left. Oh man, he's falling so slowly in the water. Oh, there's that the streams of water in the background that made me think there was like water, like a water effect happening. Oh no! There's another enemy over there with the blue thornweed. Is that what it was called? I can't remember. I need to get in there. Oh no, it's like a little attacky. Oh, I know how I'll get by it. I want to fight. I want to fight you, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come in here with the cross. Grab that mana prism. Oh, cross drains like 100. Oh damn. It drains like 100 hearts. So that's. Oh, get my shield out. Okay, let's mark this fool. She can take a lot of hits. Oh, where was her friend? She had like a little fisherman friend that's gone. Okay, so yes, crosses. It takes a lot of heart, so I probably won't hold on to it for little explory segments like this. It definitely seems like it's like, hey, you're in a boss that you just want the boss dead, so you're gonna bust out cross, just deal a crap ton of damage. Is there like a thing back here? Interesting. Seems to be like portion of the map I'm not filling in just yet. Maybe there's like a under area that we need to go to? Not 100% sure. I don't remember this area all that much because I was just kind of enamored with like, I'll take you to your destiny, or whatever he said. Cave troll. Huh, okay. For some reason I thought it was like well, the reason I thought it was a merman was because we were in this watery area. Also, it was like a frog tongue attack. That's interesting. I'm very quickly finding out that I don't remember this area. Like, how do I get those 2 squares? I'm not filling them in for some reason. Man, I wonder what's going to be over here. Like, there isn't enough room for a boss unless it's like a tiny baby boss. And I don't think we're going to have a tiny baby boss. Because this is where we got the holy symbol, which is like the funniest joke that, it's just a snorkel. It's a good joke. Actually, did something drop over here? I thought I saw something over here. And I want to fill in the map, but I'm not exactly sure why I'm not filling in the map, Am I just not jumping high enough? Because, like, I can't mist myself up there. If I can't make it, I can't make it. I'm not sure if there's an even better jump. Like, we have the gravity boots. Were they called the gravity boots? That seems very Metroid-y. But I think they are just straight up called the gravity boots. Yeah, there's just so many areas I'm not filling on the map. We'll worry about it on our way back. In fact, I might cut out me walking back here because I'm going to be annoying with trying to collect everything and also having to kill those blue thornweed ladies. Probably take a little while. Ooh, what's this? Force of Echo? Is this just like Echo is now an attack? Is that what's happening? Well, actually, let me use it in this room. Let me see. Does anything cool happen? Not particularly. I'm guessing that means Echo is now an attack. So let's see how it works. Oh, that was the wrong button. That would have been... yeah, Echo's now an attack. That's really cool, because Echo is just like a big beam. And it doesn't, like... looks like it drains our magic a lot or anything. Yeah, Bat seems like we can probably mess some fools up with Bat now. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this portion out just so I can do some, like, jumping and see if I can make the things. Okay, so riddle me this. From the left and the right, there are no, like... there's not, like, a section under here that I can't get to, and I'm touching the roof, but I'm not hitting the thing. I don't know what I could be doing better. I can't turn into mist in the water. I can't turn into... well, I can turn into a dog. It's not like the dog can do any better. Actually, maybe the dog can do better. The dog... wait, can Alucard swim? Is this like a thing I didn't like? Yeah, because you can't turn to bat. If I push the because I was pushing the X button. Is that what? Wait, hold up. Okay, let me look at my wolf relics. Bark. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So Soul of Wolf let us become the wolf. Power of Wolf gave us the ability to run. Skill of Wolf, I just assumed that it was like the running thing. Maybe it made the running thing better, but is that what Skill of Wolf is? Is Skill of Wolf the ability to swim? But like, okay, but hold up, I can swim now. But I was already like coming up here, and it was touching the tippy toppy. But it filled in this time. This time it filled in. You have to like super touch. Like, I don't know what I'm doing better this time. What has happened that is different? Like, I was coming up here and you can hold X and they'll kind of okay. I don't understand this exactly. I'm glad. I'm assuming that this is Skill of Wolf. Skill of Wolf is to swim, I'm guessing. Or it actually might be making the bark an attack. Because I didn't notice that barking at enemies before dealt damage. But I did realize at some point while trying to like run through places really quickly during like the saving fiascos that we had previously talked about. I noticed that barking dealt damage, and I'm not sure if that's just always been the case and I didn't notice. Or actually, it might be easier to not that button. Get in the water, turn into a bark. Yeah, so odd that this is what you had to do. You had to jump in here and swim as a bark. Like that was the answer. Like, is it just okay? Maybe it wasn't like the answer, but like I'm guessing like whatever you had to do to fill this in was just. Wait, I heard an icy thing. I thought I killed all the Blue Venus ladies. Maybe there was one a bit further in that I missed, or maybe one respawned. I don't know. This area is weird. It doesn't matter. We're out. We filled it in, and I'm glad we figured that out. Because I legit was almost like, it's not worth it. Whatever. What did we get back there? Oh, we got Force of Echo. I'd forgotten because it'd been a while. We can come back here. There's an. No, wait. This is the Skillet Worm area. Oh no, I thought this was the area that Nightmare was. How many potions do I have? I should probably just go ahead and heal instead of letting the fairy do it, and then I get my butt kicked. I need to organize my garbage again. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and just pop a potion. I know the fairy could probably do it for us because she's our best friend. She's very, very helpful companion. I should probably be utilizing the other familiars, but she's just too good. I'm not exactly sure where my not shaman shield. Yeah, the shaman shield's better than the Alucard. I'm not sure where our friend the Herald shield went because I grabbed the potion, but it didn't take the potion spot. Oh, there it is. Maybe it did take the potion spot, and I was being a silly. Yeah, because the Herald shield's just as good as the shaman shield, but I like the look of this one. Oh no! He's using the really OP one. Wait, did I just throw that? You throw the Shotel and I didn't realize? But see, this is cool. Now we're fighting another doppelganger. Now that we have more of our powers, like it's still very like unceremonious. Like, dude, just like he's just in a random cave somewhere. Like, I don't get why he showed up. Like, why do we have like another Alucard running around? Like, other than like maybe Pappy wanted a son he could be proud of. Like, maybe this is. Alucard's not Kid Dracula, right? Like, Kid Dracula's a different character. I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know. Oh, she used a potion. And he's kind of bodying me right now. I don't have enough power to use cross. I just need to not get hit. And actually, I think I might be out of potions because she's not healing me. Oh, I still have the life apple, so I guess... Oh, restores all HP. Okay. Fairy knows what she's doing. I'm gonna... I should probably just trust Fairy. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use I'm gonna eat an entire roast turkey. I'm eating 2 entire roast turkeys by accident. Alucard was a very hungry boy. He's like, hey, I know Halloween's coming up, but can't wait for the Eats Miss, and then he just He slammed 2 entire turkeys in front of his doppelganger to show superiority. He was like, hey, you think you're hot shit using all of our powers, but I'm going to eat 2 entire turkeys in front of you. Okay. Maybe I should... Ow, I just bit my lip. Maybe I should play a little bit smarter than what was just happening. Okay. Which one of these... It was Topaz Circlet. Is that a huge decrease in our defense? It's not a big one. Because, yeah, restore HP by poison damage. Let's go ahead and put that on. Yeah, but it's cool that we're now fighting a version of Alucard later in the game that has more powers, and that like dash he's using as a bat is like really messing me up, and I should probably be trying to avoid it better than just crouching and hoping for the best. It's super cool that we can throw the Shotel. That's really neat. I wonder... Oh, that's cool. Whenever you throw the Shotel and it's gone, he'll punch like he doesn't have a weapon. That's really good. I thought he died there for some reason. But I don't know. It's weird that these doppelganger fights happen so unceremoniously. Because, like, if this game came out today, like, you would walk in and the other Alucard would be like, you're a failure, Alucard. Father wanted a better Lil Dracula, so it's me, Kid Dracula. I got big and hot. But, you know, it's just like, hey, yo, here he is. Here he. And it's like, oh, all right. And I should probably go back and save, but whatever. What are we going to do? Are we going to walk in here and there's going to be like... We're going to walk in here and there's going to be like 10 of them, isn't there? Like, yeah, let's go ahead and use Mi Cabeza. We had learned previously, the boss that we fight there is like a pretendo, and we don't want to... No, I don't want to fall down here. I want to go ahead and save. And then we'll go back in there. And I'm not sure how long we're going to be playing for. I think we might be wrapping it up soon, but I wanted to get a lot done. Because and this is a very, very selfish and weird reason, but based on my upload schedule, because I've been uploading these every other day, I could, if I could have done the Inverted Castle in 2 episodes, I think it was, we could upload it on Castlevania Day, the day that this game gets re-released for PS4 and Season 2 of the show comes out on the... I was trying to think of a funny word, like funny thing to call Netflix, but I couldn't, so whatever, the Netflix. Whatever. Oh my god, I do my best. You know, they can't all be... They all can't be winners. You know. I don't know, my brain went blank. But I don't think that's happening. Something tells me that I'm not just gonna play so much that we just finish this thing in like 2 episodes and... Alright. Just not get involved in that. Dark Octopus. Well, okay, I'll believe you. I mean, it works. They're weird tentacle-y things, like Dark Octopus. Like, I don't disagree. It's a good description of what is happening here. And they keep inking. I'm not sure if their ink does damage, or if it's just the them touching us. I'm thinking it's just them touching, and I can't... Okay, it seems like their ink also does damage. The thing that always gets me about the backstep is you can't do it out of crouching. And I probably... Yeah, let's not kill all these guys. I was saying it earlier, like, it always bothers me in Let's Plays when they get too fixated on killing enemies. And there's a lot of enemies here, so killing all of them probably isn't in our best interest. And for some reason, I got super scared that I had like my mouse on screen like this entire episode or something. I don't know why that fear just kicked in, but it did. But it's good. Everything's fine. We can come in here and get a weird knife. The Dark Blade. Exactly what I said. The weird knife. What is Dark Blade? Oh wait, no, Dark Blade. Blade. Sword forged by... Oh, okay. So this is like the Lumine blade that we got earlier. And holy crap, this has a lot of attack on it. Is it like... This is gonna be like ball slow, right? No, it's still pretty quick. Like I'm guessing it has like dark element on it, so it's probably not like super like useful, because I imagine, you know, most things are dark element. You know, we've had this discussion before, but like we wrecked that dark octopus pretty quickly. And it's crazy how strong that item is, actually. Like, it was in the 70s. Like, I'm pretty sure that holy rod that... not holy... Well, the holy rod is, like... I think it's, like, 35 or something. Which isn't to, like, disparage it or anything. Because that weapon, like... you can... It's so quick that it's... How strong it is negligible. But the Sailor Moon rod we were using, like... that was, like... I'm pretty sure that was in the 30s as well. Like... Because when we found the Shotel, it was like, it was, you know, the Shotel's almost 60, and that was like, oh my god, that's a very strong thing. Where is... Okay, Starflail. We were using this at the beginning of the episode. Oh no, it's also a 53. Maybe we've just become stronger, and I didn't realize it, because our attack scale... Yeah, okay. Okay. Our power scales is like we level up, because then we get like stat ups and stuff, I think. Yeah, because our strength is 24 plus 14. I think the dragon helmet... Wait, why can't I see my stats right now? Isn't there okay. For some reason I thought there should be stats on the right side of the screen as well as the left side, but I think oh, it's only whenever you do this. Okay. I mean, we're getting some like attack bonus off of the dragon helm, but it's not like that much, but like beginning of this episode, I think we were doing like, I think we had like 30, right? Like, am I crazy about that? Like, I might just be like making stuff up with my brain, but I don't know. Is there anything that missed from this, or can we just, I think we can just fall. Oh, and I even landed in like a little divot. Neat. Yeah, that's all. It's 400. That had $400 there too. Why is the currency in dollars? You ever think, like, why is the currency in dollars? This is in, like, oh god, when did this game take place? It's like, I think it's the early 1700s. So, like, why? And it's definitely not, like, in the Americas. Like, this game isn't in America. It's not. Why is it, like, I mean, there's plenty of other countries that use, you know, their currency is called the dollar, but it's a dollar symbol. Like, I'm guessing it's just a localization thing. Like, we need to have them understand it's money, and maybe they didn't want to just be like, 1 gold. Like, you know, $1 gets the point across so, like, succinctly until, like, somebody, you know, like, what, 20 years after the release of the game goes, why dollar? I can't remember when this game takes place, but I'm pretty sure it was the early 1700s. So there's that. Now let's go ahead and come up here and see, because did I miss something? No. I think we're still good. Yeah, I don't really know, like how long I wanted these episodes to be, because it's like we've explored a lot this episode. But like, if I really want to do these in 2 episodes, which I don't think we will, and I don't think it's worth making these jumbo episodes that no one's ever going to want to watch. Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to call it in the next room if something cool happens. If there's a cool thing in there, we'll call it. How about that? If not, we'll check out the rest of the. We'll go to where the Cerberus room is and call it a day after that. I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, this room's just straight up empty. Interesting. Okay. Peanut. There were peanuts down here. There were literally peanuts in the room. Like that's like a thing that like people say, right? Like, oh, peanuts. Like I got peanut. Like, is that? I don't think maybe that's not a thing that human beings say. I'm not sure. Where are peanuts? Oh, peanuts. Difficult to eat. Oh, okay. Okay. Like, I mean, I guess when peanuts are uncracked, they are difficult to eat. That wasn't me disparaging peanuts as a food. That was just more confusion than anything. And I need to just miss by these boys. You know? You remember, like, an hour ago when I was like, I get distracted and can't remember what I'm saying? And I never got to the point of what I think I was trying to say because I kept making goofs on myself. But we can go back to the normal castle, was all I was trying to say earlier. my cool friend Nathan, who has been very good about fielding my questions without spoiling things for me, even whenever I ask things that very easily could end up spoiling things for me. In fact, I'm very surprised that when I asked him, like, hey, should I have all the relics? And he said no, that I didn't immediately go, oh, there's more video game to this, isn't there? For some reason, my brain did not put that together. I'm glad it didn't. But, you know, like, for some reason, I was just so, like, caught up in, like, oh, maybe those 6 slots are for, like, you know, Richter-only relics, or, you know, something like that, or only available in, like, a second adventure, that for some reason my brain didn't process, it's upside-down castle time, baby, or that, you know, an endgame area could be big enough to fit in 8 relics, even though it seems like 5 of them are MacGuffins. Maybe even the 6th one is also a MacGuffin thing, who knows. Yes, he's been very good about fielding my questions, but he let me know we can get back to the original castle. I'm not sure if we just, if we come back to here, like this is where we entered, if it's also a warp back, but he told me we can use the library tickets to warp back to the original, like, long library. I don't think, according to him, it'll warp us to the correct place, but he could have also just dead-faced lied to me, like he has before. He's a dirty liar who, whenever you guess who the killer is, and Persona 4, he says, nah, dog, that's not him. And then you find out who it is, and then he laughs at you. But he lied to you, and you'll never get his trust again. And by that, you mean you forgot up until the moment that he had to lie to you about there being more video game in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, because you're doing a cool Let's Play for the internet of a game that you've wanted to play for a while. And, yeah, you know. I'll never forgive you, Nathan. Is that thing going to disappear before I can get over there? Because I want to see what that... Yep, the armor disappeared. That's a shame. It really sucks that drops can disappear. Oh, actually, how am I... Oh, we've solved this problem. You turn into a good old Bark and the Bark can swim. And I'm pushing the wrong button for the Bark. For some reason, I always think that the bat and the dog buttons should be, like, reversed, because it's like you get the dog one first. But the dog is on R2. What's the swim button? I forgot the swim button. The dog is on R2, but you get it first, so I keep thinking, oh, it's going to be on R1, because that's the first one. Oh, you can just hold it down and point the way you want to swim. You don't have to, like, hammer the button like I was. Okay, cool. Can the dog run under... Oh, okay, the dog can run underwater. But there's killer fish down here. At least I'm assuming that's killer fish. They look like the killer fish that we've seen previously. Was there... I feel like there might have been a heart max up here. No. It was, the nunchucks were here previously. Okay, cool. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick to what I said earlier. And we're just going to go ahead and make our way to the downstairs. We'll go to, like, where the Cerberus room, because there's a save there. And call it there. We'll peek our head. We'll peek our heads in the Cerberus room, and then call it there, because I think we're, like, at, like... Well, I was about to say I think we're at like an hour 20 of our recording, but then I was like, wait, I could just spin my head and see. And yes, we are at hour 1.2, or I guess technically 1.3 repeating. You know, 1 hour 20 minutes. I don't give a crap. I'm minor in math. I can say anything I want about numbers. That's the rule. So, like, this has probably been a pretty long episode. I didn't cut much from that room of trying to figure out what to do with the Bark. Well, I say what to do with the Bark, but, you know, we figured out Bark was the answer, but most of it was just me going, I'm jumping at the thing and nothing's happening. Well, you know, what's the deal? And then luckily my confusion of the 2 stupid buttons, like, ended up paying off, because, like I was saying, like, I keep mixing up the bat and the Bark buttons. Like, I've gotten pretty good about whenever I need bat hitting the right one. But for dog, Bark, I have a hard time, like, cementing it in my brain. But hopefully now that I know that the Barks can swim. That's a known fact about Barks. They're aquatic animals. That's why there's Barks, and then there's the sea Barks that they do the fun clown tricks, and a really good, like, one of the best Pokemon ever got designed after them. Don't at me. Poplio for life. You know, Rowlet is very cute, but true scholars, people of real taste, they, Poplio. Oh, that's the really good one. Yeah, and then yeah, Poplio's the really good one. Rowlet's fine. I like Rowlet. Rowlet's very cute. And honestly, I don't care about Litten or Torracat all that much, but Incineroar is wonderful. Just a good old wrestle cat. I can get behind that. And what is happening here? Oh, we've seen these guys before, haven't we? Oh, he was a boss! That's why he looked familiar. For a second, I thought he was the weird demon that was in that, like, S-shaped hallway. Oh, that's blue light that was giving off is weird. But no, these were just the dual boss from earlier. Him and his, like, bird friend, like, fought us, like, as a pair. It's very interesting that we've gotten to the point of the game where they're like, yes, we can throw bosses at you now. That's always a fun thing in games whenever you start seeing early bosses as normal enemies. And yes, I actually do want to be rid of Cross. Cross is very powerful, but I'm not into how many hearts it consumes, and I probably should have not gone in there just yet because I wanted to do. Nope, I wanted to come in here first. Oh, here's his friend. Hey, your buddy's outside, Slogara. Slogara, go outside and hang out with your friends. See what's up with your buddy. Maybe they're fighting. Maybe they don't want to be. No, they're close together. They just were like, hey, we can cover more ground if I come in here and you stay out there. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it's Death. That's Death. Death is chilling there. Hey guys, that's Death. That guy that's standing there, he's Death. He Death. He's very strong. He's very cool, and he's my dad's boyfriend. So, you know, I may not approve of him because it's like, hey, Dad, like, he acts all weird around me, you know, like he wants to act like our relationship's a little closer than I shouldn't dig into my my parents are divorced, so nothing to be sad about. But I was like, maybe I shouldn't be making power increases with gameplay. What the hell does that mean? I want to use it now. I'm chock full of gameplay, baby. But this is Death, so maybe I should yes, the joke was like a divorced couple with, like, you know, they bring their new boyfriend or whatever around. It's like, you know, as close as you get with them, you never really get used to it. But you know, it's whatever. I don't care. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with the stupid gameplay sword because the word gameplay. I was like, yes, I have gameplay. Just because I don't feel like hitting Death with a dark blade is a smart idea. Are we full up on health? We're missing one. That's whatever. We have almost full of hearts. What's our medicine looking like? So I think we might have used all of our potions. So I might actually end up needing to go back. Yeah, we don't have any more potions, I don't think. Oh, no, we have one potion. We have the elixir. We still have the life apples. So we should be good. Fairy should be able to heal us. I wish I saved in that save room now, but you know what? We're going to go for it. Like, the last save wasn't too far. If I have to repeat the segment, it's whatever. I'm going to let Hubris will guide me. Let's see the sword. The sword's a little slow, but we'll make do, because the power increases the gameplay, and I am filled with nothing but gameplay.
So, you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Not while there's a breath in my body.
Then for the master, I'll feast on your soul this night.
This Symphony of the Night, he's gonna feast on our soul. And he's got a bunch of little sickles. Oh, they deal quite a lot of damage. I should be careful, I say, as I get hit by only one more. I thought I was gonna get hit by another. Man, I wish I came in here with Cross now, so we could throw it across at him and be like, you're not my real dad, and he'd be like, hey, the marriage was never finalized. No, that's not true. Dracula and Death are definitely married. That's not true. He'd be like, you know, you don't have to call me father, but I demand your respect. And I'm digging into a vein that doesn't actually all that well apply to me, so I should probably stop because that could probably get a little a little hurtful, and I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable while we fight Death himself. You know, this is a nice chill location while we fight and are actually getting our butt kicked by Death. I mean, can I do, like, I wanted to use Dark Metamorphosis, but we'll throw some fireballs at him while I consider our options. Let's go ahead and let's. Nope. Nope. Wait, that's it? No, okay. I was like, there's no way that was it. But yeah, okay, he had form too. Okay, good. For a hot second, I was worried. Like, he shouldn't have died that easy. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Yeah, Soul Steel. Yeah, the good stuff. Haven't been able to get that one out in a while. I wonder if my shield will protect me from his weird hand sickles. Those are a weird... No, that was definitely something I was supposed to back away from. Like I was saying at the beginning of this episode, like, attacks that, you know, they have to show you if you're going to dodge or defend it by, like, telegraphing alone. Like, the thing that is, like, oh, he is, like, winding back for it probably needs to be, I don't know why she's not using the life apple. We're running low on health. Yeah, you know, you're like, we can't tell if we need to defend or if we need to dodge based on the attack alone. Or we have to tell by the attacks telegraphing alone. There isn't, like, any, like, magic, like, oh, this is going to show me what I need to do. And Sea of Death, I'm just going to kind of... This should be a safe spot. It takes a while to untransform, so maybe it's never really a safe spot. Like, Mist probably isn't the defensive option I suddenly thought it was. But it's not terrible. It's not terrible. In fact, okay, there we go. Got form 3, my man. Form 3. Well, don't worry, Death. We're gonna send Daddy to grave just like you. A little weird whenever you kill Death in a thing. It's like, oh, I guess Death's dead now. How does dying function? Hey guys, I just murdered Death. So, like, you might want to, like, not, like, that always, like, weirds me out, like, in, like games or, like, stories or whatever. There's, like, oh, this is a legendary hero, and, like, literally anybody is like, yes, okay, I'm gonna try my hand at this. Like, as somebody who's, like, DM'd, like, D&D campaigns, it's always very difficult whenever your players, like, hit the point where they're super renowned. Like, so it's like, what do you do? Like who are these dumbasses who are like, yes, it is my turn to try my hand at the people who beat Evil Lord B or whatever. So you just always end up with just wildly more, like, Dragon Ball Z, like, weird power creep. It's dumb. It's weird. It's gameplay, baby. And God, that must just be some weird translation thing, because, like, what is the name of the sword? Battle Air? Power increases with gameplay. Does that mean, like, the longer you play the game, like, a game time? Like, I'm guessing that's what that means. Like, it's probably based on your game time, and the longer you played the game, the stronger the attack is. Not that if you're so good at video games that you're just filled with gameplay like I am, that, you know, it does more damage. But hey, that was an episode. It ended up being long, but I wouldn't call it unethically long. Just maybe a little unethically long, but not like, here's 4-hour episode like I did with my Skyward Sword thing. Yeah, and I feel like we made some, like, pretty damn good progress. Like, you know, we've covered, like, the entire left half of the castle. This is the long library. This would have taken us to, like, that clock room. Oh, that clock room will be interesting in this one. I wonder if we still need to do, like, the gold silver ring a wear clock to get to that room that Maria was in. That I'm guessing that's the final boss fight, because that room looked really weird, and I don't know why Maria was just chilling in there. Maria should have probably been chilling in this room, like here's, like, a nice little spot to relax, not the, hey, there's like a gate to hell or something in the background. That's kind of weird. And how did Maria get in there? It's a video game, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, I feel like we made some good progress. I don't think the next episode's going to be the last one. So I'm sorry that this game will not end on Castlevania Day, but unless something wild happens, like it turns out, like, these areas are like, welcome to the salty splatoon of Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. I think we're pretty good shape to maybe finish in, like, 2 episodes. I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens next episode. It's probably going to be 2 more, because I doubt we'll, like, finish through this area and then go through here and then do all this and then me be like, yes, it's time for final boss. We'll probably, you know, do some of this area and then, like, come do this area and then finish up. But hey, we fought Death. I think Death was our 3rd boss. Like, let's go ahead and check. Relics. So we have the Eye, the Ring, and the Tooth of Vlad. Oh, these give us... That's why we suddenly started hitting so hard. Because these give us stat boosts. I forgot about that. Oh, and they just say 1 of 5 treasures each. Interesting. Okay, so I thought... because we had 6 of them here, and then this said 5. I figured that these 5 would be the Vlad things, and then there'd be like a weird MacGuffin thing down here. But it'll be these 2, and we have another familiar to get. Oh wait, do we? 1 of 5 treasures, but wait, let's check the familiar list. Huh? There's room for like 8 would probably be pushing it, but like 6 familiars could fit, but there's not enough relic space for it. Interesting. Unless one of the treasures doesn't go on the map. Not the map, this thing. So yeah, we're filling in nicely. We have what's either another upgrade for Mist, which I'm guessing there is, because like 3 upgrades, 2 upgrades. No, it's probably another Mist power. Like maybe it just decreases the magic usage or something. Maybe it makes the if it made the cooldown on like demisting. Like if it decreased that, that'd be super useful and make Mist like a really valuable asset to dodging. Yeah, is there really only one more familiar? Man, we did pretty decently. Like we still have a lot of this castle to the inverse castle to explore. I think next episode. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say next episode we'll start off in the normal castle and we'll figure out what was in that room that we couldn't get to. But we'll explore this area here. We'll explore this area first, so we can get the warp, so we can kind of just warp back here easily. Because if we start here, we can come over here, and there's a warp over here. Assuming that it is, laid out the same. Like I think all the save rooms have been in the same spot. This is the only warp we've seen, and it's in the same spot. So I'm guessing they're all in the same spots, just inverted. But hey, this is cool. The game still good, still fun. We killed Death. Sorry, Death. Dad is gonna be so mad when he finds out we murdered his boyfriend or his husband. I've fallen out of my own lore at this point. They're married, y'all. See you guys next time.